Another one is narrative fees. Narrative fees. Your fees, um, narrative fees. We offer 20% professional discount off the usual and customary local rates. I get that question a lot. They say, "Well, what should you charge for, medical reports and narratives and things like that?" Well, it's all local. Prices are always local. A narrative report for a small town in the Midwest in no way is going to be the same as the East Coast or West Coast. So money is always local. So you have to find out what is common in your area. And the easiest way to do that is call the local bar association, talk to the trial lawyers, call the secretary for the Trial Lawyers Association. They'll tell you what the common fees are. Just ask what the high and low is. What are the common high and low fees for narrative reports? Call the Trial Lawyers Association and ask to speak to the secretary and ask for the high and low that's common for this area for a narrative report. That's how you get your fees, okay? And then offer a 20% professional discount. Just a comment about this. If you're going to do it for free, and there's nothing wrong with doing it for free, but the way to do it for free legally is you have to have what's called an office policy. You cannot not have an office policy and then do the narrative reports for free for your attorneys, but that refer to you, but attorneys who aren't referring to you, you charge them, the full amount or any amount at all. Okay, that's illegal. You cannot do that. That's fee splitting now. You can't do that. Now, what makes it legal is you have an office policy, and let me just share with you how simple that is. You should have your office manual, okay, that lists all the categories in your office. In there, all you do is under office policy, the category under, you just take a sheet of paper and you write at the top of it, office policy. And then write whatever it is you're talking about. Say, for attorneys that refer me clients, there'll be no charge for medical reports and narratives, okay? There you go. That's your office policy. Now it's legal. So just be aware of that. And I got to tell you let me share with you this too about narrative reports. A lot of doctors who don't know personal injury, I say they try to get rich on the narrative report. And that's a huge mistake. These are the same doctors who don't know patient education, who don't know how to do personal injury. So they get a personal injury education, they bill the heck out of it. And they do the same with the attorney. In other words, they don't know how to get it, so when they get one, they just bilk it. And so, they see the attorney, getting a large check for the attorney for a narrative report. Well, that's the idiot doctor is who that is. That's the absolute ignorant doctor is who that is. That's a great way to kill anything. So don't do that. Don't do that. And so the other thing that you would want to do is don't ask for the fees up front. Don't ask for the fees up front. It's a real negative. Even though the attorney will write you a check, even though they can do that and they'll do that. It's a real negative. Wait for the case to settle. There's a difference between you using your money and cutting a check and then you getting reimbursed later versus you never having to write a check, taking the time, effort, or money out of your pocket and then reimburse yourself when the case settles. There's a psychological difference. I'm telling you, I've talked with attorneys about this. They don't want you to do that. It's just something else you're causing problems with. So let it go in, just put it into the bill. Put it into the bill. Don't ask for that check up front.